Okay, speaking about ladder though, Black and Blue, exactly where do those squads stand, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Let's take a quick peek at the standings right now. Right there at the bottom, unfortunately, SG's Impunity sits with 3 points. KLASIKO Rampage with the 7 points in 7th spot. The 6th spot taken up by the Triple V CONQUERORS, 7 points as well. PDR REBORN equalizes with that 7 points as well in the 5th position.
Well, as you can see, after that, we have a tie. So these two kings of different kingdoms are going to be clashing today in our final best of 3 of the day. And that is a game to really look out for. Of course, both these teams very close to each other in terms of points. We're going to be playing a full 3-map series. It's not like you get win 2 and you're done. No, we're playing for points, guys, ladies and gentlemen. And so KLASIKO Rampage, PDR REBORN, these are the off-stream games, NRX Jeremiah, BVV Esports. After that, well, before that, rather, Divinity UPRISING, and they actually were able to take 2 maps away from the VVV Conquerors, and they also played against VVV Esports. RSG, Impunity played against RSG. They got 3-0'd. It was PDR REBORN that played against VVV Esports, where they got 0-3 because they weren't able to, unfortunately, connect in time. But they were also able to take a map away from Divinity UPRISING. And so when it comes to it, I think, Hardpoint especially, this kind of favors quite a bit the side of PDR REBORN here. We've seen them do pretty well. I think Search and Destroy, when you move to map number 2, as we're talking about it, map number 1 is going to be Summit. Map number 2, I think, is going to be the map that Impunity will have the likeliest chance of bringing it back as they ban both Meltdown and Crossfire.
Well, Meltdown and Crossfire crossed out of there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We will be fighting Search and Destroy at Crash. And that's going to be quite an interesting way to bring this in, right? Because the rotation from Alpha to Bravo is not going to be that far at all. Multiple spots in here for those snipers to, go crazy. So definitely looking forward to that. Now, when we move on to our 3rd match of the day, Domination to call the final one between these two squads. PDR went ahead and they banned off Crash, and Meltdown was taken out of the pick by Impunity. And the final match, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Firing Range. Yeah, boy. I don't know, man. Quite frankly, I'm sick of Firing Range already.
Well, I mean, it is one of the most played maps here already at the MSP Major, but for good reason, of course. So, once again, guys, Summit, Crash, and Firing Range. Hardpoint, then Search and Destroy, then Domination. That's what we're going to be.
And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is going to be match number 1. Once again, PDR REBORN from the Philippines taking on Impunity from SG. It is, well, Burger B starting things off with the ASM. One player right there on towards his left. I don't think he spotted him just yet, but he turns to the right just in the nick of time to go in for the takedown. But not going to be that lucky today, is he? Impunity, SG, they are up by 4 points, but not by a lot at all, right? Because when we go into the control room, it's one of the most difficult places to, go in there and snatch control of Black and Blue.
Very true, but the thing is, PDR have now retaken it, and they know that the way to retake it is by taking the top of control room once again. We saw Yobabs push into the top of control room before anybody else to try and clear that, because they know if they can't clear the top, there's no way they're going to be able to take the hard point, and that's exactly what they did to now secure control of the hard point. So, great job by PDR to realize what their win condition in taking back this hard point is. They knew they had to take the top once again. You can see Impunity doing the exact same thing. They're taking the top of the control room now before they move on down onwards. And they're doing that because that's the only way you can successfully and reliably control the hard point, which is now given Impunity about almost a 22 point lead.
That's crazy, man. I mean, just when we thought Impunity, quite a good start in there, but from that moment on, from taking the hard point back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it has been PDR all the way. Be it the frags or, just collecting those points at hard point. PDR has been absolutely relentless right now. Impunity, I don't know what sort of a gameplay can they actually come up with here, because PDR is just absolutely tenacious as they move in here, but they are not going to be able to be that lucky for that long. Even as I say it, though, PDR goes ahead to take it back yet again.
Somehow they were able to, though, but Impunity have now seized control of it. They need actually better positioning if they want to hold on to this, because PDR are about to make a steadfast return, and that's exactly what they do. See, they just wrestle it away because there's only one member for Impunity there. A second frag going in the way of Jabin. Will he find a third as a follow-up? Yes, he will. Zion goes down to the shotgun here of Jabin. He finally goes down. Burger B is going to shut him and cook him. Get him off the frying pan.
Well, the burger patty for you guys served up by Burger B. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, 56 to 16 so far. 0-8 with a quick pause in there before he goes in for the push. But Yaku just responds with his KRM. Too spicy. Yobabs takes Burger B down. Flex just playing a ring around the rosy around his defender in here, trying to see if or not he can take out the player who just came in here for a peek. But it looks like PDR REBORN is going to continue to control the map in here. Third hard point, and it's still PDR all the way. Impunity haven't been able to make much of a dent in PDR's, race towards the 150 point thus far, Black and Blue.
Flex had such great position there. He was, important, super important to holding down the hard point here. He was playing behind that deployable shield, and that let him hold such a heavy anchor position that it was very hard for Impunity to clear without the utility to do so, especially that it was smoked off. They couldn't really see through it. PDR REBORN have now hit the 100 point mark. 50, well, 45 is all they really need to make it up here now, as they're going to seize control and not give this hard point up for the duration of it.
Absolutely crazy gameplay in here by PDR. I mean, Flex just running around, just fragging left, right, center, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. 108 to 16, and PDR is gonna shut this down. I mean, I thought 7 points was bad, and then Impunity came back in there to pick up a few points, right? But 16 is still bad, Impunity. We need to see a little bit more than that. But it's something that PDR is just not gonna allow them to have, right? Kenshi and Flex going in for frags after frags after frags. Impunity will have to stick with their puny little 16 points for the time being, because PDR really wants to go all out in here.
It's already home stretch here for PDR, and they seem to be, they have enough wind to pull it off. 15 points, rather 5 points is all they really need now, and there's no way they're going to come back from this.
Going to be able to come back. Yeah, man. I mean, if at all Impunity did come back from that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this time I really will be selling. What will I sell? I won't sell anything, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. That's point number 1 taken by PDR, and what a way to do it. It almost looked like Impunity was non-existent in that match, right? I mean, they came in.
This has been the largest lead by any team so far on Hardpoint here at the MSP Major.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's up with Impunity. Maybe it's the change of name, Impunity. Maybe it's the change of the name, because these boys just used to be so freaking good, right? And I'm not saying they are bad now. It's just that we don't seem to see the fire coming out from them, especially Burger B. He wasn't really, performing to his best earlier, but Search and Destroy is more of the place where Burger B usually gets the MVP. So I'm quite curious to see that match. Black and Blue, your call. Do you think it's going to be a 3-0 or a 2-1 today?
I'm hoping for a 2-1. I'm hoping that, Impunity are able to get more points on the board, and if they can take a domination, great for them, but it is unlikely in my eyes. I think really map number 2 is they're gonna have to really win their point, and we're gonna be playing on Crash. And so as we're gonna start here, what they have to take into consideration, they are playing on the attacking side now, which are the power positions when playing on Crash. Back alley for one is very strong. Blue right now, where Burger B is actually also a very strong position, officially called Broken Building. This gets you deep sight lines into tower and as well throughout the Crash site. So they have to take this into consideration. They still have lots of time to work with here. A minute 30 left on the clock, and Impunity are on the attack.
Yep, Impunity on the attack with Burger B in there. I mean, he was monitoring the bomb site for a while, but he's not going to be able to see anyone, because although we do see a split in here by PDR, they're not going to go in for the push at all, right? They're just waiting in here for the plant. Burger B, one shot towards him. He does manage to get away in the nick of time, but Jabin will go on to take ace, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Burger B attempting those wall bangs, but he ain't no Idra with no chopper, so he needs to make his way all the way back to the gorilla base just so he can see if or not a quick rotation is going to be able to help him out. He goes in for the shot, not connecting just yet. Jabin right there in front of him is going to be Burger B with yet another missed shot in there. The thermite right there in front of him, and Jabin should be able to get away, but Jabin decides not to. He is going to be holding on for the time being, maybe just a quick pop of a smoke. But on the other hand, we can see that PDR has already moved in towards Alpha as well. So Burger B better stay on his little tippy toes in here, because does a quick backstab. Oh, and on that note, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I take it back because Burger B is still on fire, and with the backup coming in from the squad, with the MW11 takedown as well, Burger B finally loses his life pathetically to a trip mine. What in the world just happened there? I mean,
what a climactic effort, endeavor, and then suddenly just dropping down because he dies to a claymore, to a mine there, a personal mine. And so, Burger B, though, very good play we've seen from him so far. He'd pull out the sniper rifle, 50 cal, fine, and then pulls out the 45 in his pocket, and he still makes some work with it, even up close. Last bullet lands ahead. So, great endeavor there by Burger B, but still, PDR Reborn taking map number 1 as Yaku is able to find a double kill already here. Sky and both Glorify go down, and that is quite a big opening here already coming from the side of PDR Reborn once again.
Well, yeah, with Impunity just with Always left, but Always does has the... Oh, come on. Always just did go in for those shots, but he, for some reason, paused and just looked, waiting to get taken down. An easy second point for PDR in there. Impunity really needs to step up their gameplay because at the moment, it just looks like they're losing due to careless mistakes.
They kind of are, and so Impunity have to be able to, get the trade frags, if not be able to not give up the first pick. They do have here on their side, of course, Burger B to find the picks for them, but he hasn't been, aside from that first round, able to find anything as of yet. Caveman's going to go down, rather, he's going to find AC as he goes down, and that's going to bring it now to a 3v4, as it's going to be Zion chiming in with one of his own.
Yep, Zane coming back in here. ASM gameplay. It's a 4-on-3 situation. Impunity, 2-man down right now. But the bomb right now with Zane, they can take a quick pick to move into Bravo. But there is one player just waiting in front of them. Burger B loses his life to Flex's KRM. And I think it could just be all over with just Glorify standing in here. Oh, he does go ahead with the DRH takedown. A 2-piece in there for himself. But not long, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It would not take long for PDR to snuff him out after finding out his position. That's about it, baby.
Puts him out like the cold fire that he left. PDR Reborn, 3-0 already here. And as we move into the 2 last rounds of the half, PDR Reborn, they aren't seem to losing any steam. Yaku is able to once again find Glorify to start this off. That is the second time he's done that in a row. Exactly the same players do it. So, Sky, will he find a frag? Yes, he will. Pushing in here towards the under of the shop. He does have a great position here to actually cut off anything coming in from PDR Reborn towards the back alley side. And so I would like to see Sky to be able to do something with this position right now. As Burger B is finally able to find something going once again. Flex is able to find a double kill. Sky at the third. Burger B goes down. What a ending to that round. He's drifting it like it's Tokyo. And there's nothing that seems can stop him.
Is Impunity going to even make a play in here? Well, right now, they are on the attack. They might be able to just call the flow of the game, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Here comes Flex with his spicy KRM. 6 frags so far, and not too shabby at all, taking up those CQCs, right? Oh, Ace Fennec, and that's a beautiful takedown. It's going to be Yaku right there below him. It's a 4-on-5 situation. I don't know if or not Impunity is going to be able to do this. Oh, Ace loses his life. Jaben goes in for a quick frag on Sky, and Glorify will see the wrath of Flex's KRM. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, with just Zane left in this game, there's no way Impunity is going to pull one back, and that is it. Yo Babs finishes it off. Point number 5 in the bag for PDR. Just one more in there.
Man, the KRM here has been essentially like the master key for Flex to find all these frags. He's been doing really well with it in the pocket. And so here, once again, now as we move into the second half already, 5-0, and PDR Reborn just need to win a single attacking round to bring this entire map to home. And they're really looking in a good way to do that again.
Oh, well, Yaku went in there, took 2 shots. For some reason, Sky wasn't taken down, but Sky right now with the second piece. But PDR, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I believe for the very first time at the MSP Major group stage, What a beautiful 6-0. They will go ahead to take game number 2.
Rewind things. You know, PDR Reborn are up already 2-0. They were able to win on Hardpoint on the first map, which was on Summit. Second map was on Crash. That was Search and Destroy. Now we're here at the third. It's up 2-0. PDR Reborn, Impunity. This is their chance to try and make something happen and get a map back in their way, as they're able to only take Alpha control for now, as Bravo and Charlie taken by PDR. They did have the very bottom spawn for it.
With the Bravo and Charlie picked up by PDR. I mean, they were so quick in there by them, but Impunity comes back in here to clear out clearing area. PDR's Jabin is in there. But just like that, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, I think PDR will go in. And yes, they do exactly that. They go in for the quick swap on Barracks Hut. And Impunity attempts for Bravo, but we're not going to be able to see anything much in there, as we are right behind Yobab's head here, moving in with the chopper gameplay. PDR Reborn still with that lead. Yobab's with a takedown and a two-piece. He gets that as well.
That is a great find by Yobabs with the chopper in hand. Will he find more is the question. He's going to get found in return. The spawns have been flipped, so it's now going to be Impunity towards the bottom spawn. That's why they have Charlie control so early. But for now, PDR Reborn still have very good hold here on towards Bravo. Jabin is doing hella things to hold on to the Bravo point here with the chopper in hand on top of the tower. He's going to find another frag that is going to be quite something going in the way of PDR Reborn, as they're taking an early lead already here so far. They got like, what, 26 points already of a lead.
Well, Jabin, chopper gameplay, and he's still trying to go wild in here, protecting the mid lane. And there you go, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls. Yet another takedown. There's no way they will be able to let go of the situation right now, right? 42-22. Impunity has been trying to get those points back, but every single time they have achieved anything in there, there's a quick swap around by PDR. So every single step that Impunity takes, PDR seems to be matching them up, but doing slightly better. Yobab still dancing around with his chopper, looking for those takedowns as he finally attempts to go in for the clearing area. Are we going to be able to see PDR Reborn with a full-on triple cap, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? No, the answer is no, as Yobab gets denied.
Good frag there, being found for the side of Impunity, but still cannot wrestle more control. Jabin's able to find a frag with the Annihilator. He's able to find a second on the Sky. And that is been a good third shot to find Zion as well. Will he find a fourth? Yes, he does. Nothing here to stop Jabin. What he's been doing, his tirade is going to be kept unchecked, and they're going to try and make a play here towards Charlie control. If they can find this frag, no, it's actually Sky finding him, but they did have a good chance of taking Charlie there. But for now, it does seem like PDR Reborn are not going to be able to take Charlie control away from Impunity just yet.
But the 75-point, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, goes to PDR Reborn, leading at the halfway mark, leading already with 2 games in hand. Are they going to be able to pick up their third one in here as well? I think they will, at the expense of Impunity. Charlie, we see clearing area being attacked by Impunity straight up from the get-go. Barracks Hut, on the other hand, by PDR Reborn. Burger B trying to go on fire there, but he gets taken down. Jabin out of the game as well. It's going to be Sky coming back in here with his chopper gameplay. EG moves in as well. I don't know what's going to happen, ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, but as of this moment, Bravo is still being attacked by Impunity. Halfway there, mid lane can be conquered, but none of those players from Impunity is going in for the attempt because they know PDR is just waiting right there, and it's just too dangerous.
Well, neither team can really wrestle control away from Bravo right now because of the fact that it's such a hotly and highly contested area. It's a hot landing to even try and make it there. So, PDR Reborn, control of Alpha. Impunity, control of Charlie. That's all they can really work with right now. But Yako able to find a double frag here on top of the garages. Great finds from Tin. Will he find a third to cap off Tin? Not yet, but he will play a very important anchor position, and he's going to have to fend off Zion here. He's going to occupy his time for a lot of it as AC in the background is able to find a double kill. Annihilator in hand, make that the third as he finds Jabin as well. And PDR Reborn, even if they just sit tightly here and don't take control of Bravo, if they can just deny Impunity from taking Bravo, yeah, they can actually just sit tight for now.
Yeah, exactly right. Impunity is not going to be able to catch up to them with just that 1 point in there. They just need to hold on to the Barracks Hut. They just need to hold on to not allowing... Look at Yaku, man. This guy is absolutely crazy, right? Yobab's in there with the 2 Annihilator takedowns. Glorify coming back in here. A quick trip mine on the ground, perhaps. And he goes back in here for the Bravo attempt. Impunity, it is now or never. It's not a lot though. PDR is just about 30 points ahead of them. Glorified comes back in here, but he gets eliminated by Yobabs, who has just been absolutely crazy in this game. 12 frags, but look at that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Jabin as well as Yaku, 16 and 17 kills for themselves. PDR is just going absolutely bonkers right now. Sky and the 3-piece for him, attempts the 4th one, but doesn't get it. A player coming in right there behind him. He will not get backstabbed, and they are still attempting that Bravo takedown. Sky right now on a 5-kill streak, and he will finally go in for Bravo. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Impunity finally get it done. The question is, can they keep and hold on this? It's gonna be Burger B on the takedown of Yaku. Always coming in there for some attempts as well. They go in for the assist. Sky on the prowl. He needs to protect Bravo no matter what. Mid lane right now needs to be defended tooth and nail by Impunity if they want to see their way back in here. And Sky with yet another takedown.
Sky is sustaining here and continuing to fight on and hold on tightly to the trailer position, and it has been buying them so many good efforts in it. Yako is able to find a triple kill there in the background as Impunity are going to be starting to lose members, and PDR REBORN might be able to take Charlie away from them. Bravo as well as being contested, but I think Charlie has a better point of contention as Bravo is quite open right now, though. Lots of kill streaks dropping out their way. Cluster strikes landing everywhere. Kenshi's going to take control of top of 10. Bravo is going to be ripe for the taking, but it's actually going to be Charlie that they're going to be focusing on more as Kenshi is playing it. He's going to get this successfully too. No, they deny him at the last second. Impunity do have a chance of making this happen here as Bravo has been taking control of. They have to try and take control back of Alpha. If not, then, well, they're going to kind of bleed out the points as well as PDR REBORN does have a domination on them right now.
Yeah, but then again, the points that have been raked up by PDR at the start of the game and the full-on lockdown, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. The triple cap coming in here by PDR REBORN with the assistance of all of those score streaks, just like what I was saying, right? All the points that they've picked up through those frags at the start of the game coming back in here to help them just when Impunity was about to rise up to the occasion. PDR stomps their foot down and says, enough, boys. We are taking this home. It is a beautiful 3-0 opener for our crazy day number 4 at the group stages.
What a game coming in once again. A 3-0 is kind of what we predicted so far, and what a match we did get from PDR REBORN and Impunity as well. We have to say, you know, they put up a lead. They were able to take the Bravo point on the very hotly contested second half of Search and Destroy, and I mean domination rather, on firing range, and that was a good showing from them. But in the end, you know, PDR REBORN were able to